Hey guys, um, I'm putting together this quick video, hopefully it's quick, for you guys to save you from getting another email tomorrow and to show you basically what I'm looking at for this Forex Power Pro that Russ gave away. I think it was Monday last week, maybe Tuesday. Anyways, it was early last week. I've been getting a lot of questions about it, so I thought I'd do a quick video on a little tweak that I've been messing with, trying to high grade, I guess, and just look for the highest probable trades that I can grab. And again, it's on the 4-hour chart, and so I'll go through. What the hell is this? Hang on. Okay, I got a Euro CAD trade on the Euro USD chart. Good work, MT4. I don't know what that's there for. Anyways, ignore that. So basically, this simple tweak, I'm looking for a strong trend, up or down, and then a pullback, and then a continuation of that trend. So simple stuff, we've all heard it before. But I'm using the Forex Power Pro thing that Russ gave away to give us an entry point and to know that we're actually in a strong trend. So even when the pullback happens, it actually shows us that we're still in a very strong uptrend. So as you can see, let me take this off so I can move the chart. This here is a strong uptrend. I think we'll all agree, right? And then we have the pullback right here. Again, pretty obvious. And then we have the continuation. And we're just starting this continuation now. And hopefully we get a larger run, but I'll kind of show what I'm looking for as far as exits as well. So let me get rid of this line. So the basis of it is I want to see the pullback come back and touch and ideally close below the red line. So this is just for a long. Reverse everything I'm saying for a short, obviously. So I'm just going to go through the long example here. So we have the pullback, and we get a touch of the red, the bottom red line, the solid red line, the solid 20 here. One touch there, touch there, touch there, and then we have a close below. And all the while that's happening, the dotted blue, or the 10 here, never crosses back below the solid red. And that's the key. That's what we have to look for. So we have the whole time the blue, the dotted blue is above the red, and up here the dotted red stays above the blue the whole time. And these guys, kind of go in pairs, so you'll know that even though this one's blocked out, we see there's a gap between the dotted red here and the solid blue, so we know that there's a gap between the dotted blue and the solid red here. And again, the same principles that Russ was talking about for entry. We get a close above the solid blue, and we can go long on that next candle, which would be right here. So that's the key. We want to make sure that the pullback, or that the trend up before this pullback was so strong that it pulled the moving averages so far to the upside that when the pullback did happen, they didn't pull back far enough to cross back over. And we see this. So again, if you can think, the red on the outside and the blues stayed in the middle. So the whole time the blues are in the middle here. Both the dotted and the solid are in between the reds. And again, this is for a long. So once that happens, again, the close above, and we still have the reds on the outside and the blues on the, in between, we can get long. Now, this isn't going to happen as often, obviously, because it's a pretty specific chain of events that have to happen, but that's okay. Like I said, I'm looking for high probability trades, and I can feel a bit more comfortable when this happens that I can trade a little bit more size, and so you kind of make up for the lack of trade frequency, I guess you could say. Now, as far as exit goes, certainly you can use Russ's trailing method and stop loss method. I'm kind of toying with looking for a 1-to-1 ratio on a portion of it and then letting a piece of it run, or just going flat out the whole position. So if we got long here, and common sense always comes into play. We got to look to our left, and here we have a previous swing high. That's 56. Let's call it 55 pips. Maybe that's our stop, 55. So that gives us the 1-to-1. Okay. And we could have got out up here. There's 59 is our high, so a max on the Euro USD is 2 pip spread, so we would have got filled for our 1-to-1. Okay, and if you wanted to use the swing lows, again, that's very common. So let's say you get there. What's the swing low here? About 73. Give it a few more pips, say 80. Again, there's your 1-to-1. You could have got your 80 pips. Risk 80 to make 80. In this case, if you're looking for the swing low as your stop. So you can change that, and everybody's going to have a little different risk tolerance and what they like better, what they prefer. And some guys would still be in this trade looking for 100 pips, whatever, and that's fine. Or looking for these lines to cross back over. So waiting for the blue lines to cross back over the red as an exit, and that's a possibility too. You'd certainly have you'd let it run if that's what it ends up doing. You'll certainly bank a lot more pips that way. But again, to each their own. But it's the entry here that I really want you to watch and keep an eye on. So we've got this strong trend up, and that's what pulls everything. That's what pulls the MAs into this pattern where the blues are between the reds. We can see that both blues are between both reds, and then the pullback. While it's a real pullback and quite strong, it doesn't pull these blues outside the reds, and that's when we get excited. When it crosses back up, we can go long. And again, this was in our favor. Russ's rule of the RSI being above the 55 and above the 10 MA here, that stays the same. So that's it. It's really that in a nutshell. So kind of go through and test it out, get a feel for watching that happen. And on a 4-hour chart, you're gonna have to wait a little while. And I haven't looked at it really on the 1 hour or the 15 or 30 minute. I'm just kind of trying to focus on the 4 hour. So that's it. That's that little tweak that I think you guys might find useful. I certainly have, and I'm watching it more, and I will be watching it more this week. I've also been getting a lot of questions about the rapid results method, which Russ is going to be selling tomorrow. So he's given this one away, Forex Power Pro, and then there was I can't remember the name of the Fib Master something or whatever, Fib Vector, whatever it was. So hopefully if you Fib guys are using that, hopefully that's useful to you as well. But the rapid results method, he's going to be selling that tomorrow, and I've seen it. I haven't used it as much or looked at it as much as I have this, because I got this one way earlier. And the rapid results method is a bit more on a smaller time frame, smaller scale, and I've already got my hands full with trading oil during the day, intraday stuff, so I haven't really paid too much attention. However, I do know that I know Russ, what he gives bang for the buck is far beyond anybody else. I mean, I know he's giving another 4 or 5 strategies included. So if you do buy tomorrow, there's going to be another 4 or 5 strategies that he's including, and the support, from him and his crew. Plus, you get this forum that he's going to have set up so you can ask any questions, and he does webinars. And talking to him the other day, he said he was going to, as questions come into the forum, he's just going to do like instant webinars. He'll just throw up a webinar if anybody's around. Great. If not, he'll just record it and drop it in into the forum, just to try and get questions answered as quickly and as thoroughly as possible, so we can show charts and all that kind of stuff. So he really does take care of guys. And the beauty of it is, if you didn't like it or if it doesn't work for you, you can get a refund which is very important. And if you're gonna, if and I'm not trying to accuse anybody of this, but I do know some guys have their plates full. If you're gonna half-ass this, I'd say don't buy it, or don't buy anything, for that matter, and don't even actually bother trading this one if you're gonna the free one that I have up here. Because if you're not gonna, put the time and effort into it, you're not gonna get anything out of it. So, keep that in mind. And tomorrow, I'm not gonna send out an email tomorrow because I guarantee you're gonna get 14 million emails, and they're all going to say the same thing, almost word by word, line by line. So I don't need to be. You don't need to get another one from me. So what's happening on Tuesday. He's opening the doors for the rapid results method, and that's it. So if you buy it, I know I can almost guarantee, because I know Russ well, that you're in good hands, and there's very little downside. And if you don't, well, hopefully you've got another strategy that's working for you, or maybe this one will work for you as well, and be your go-to strategy. So, but Russ's support is top notch, so you can't go wrong there. So I believe my notes of things to talk about. I guess that's it. So if you don't already have this strategy, if you haven't downloaded the template and the PDF that he was giving away to talk about, or that explains the actual entry that he's using on the smaller time frames, by all means go and download that, because it won't be around for very long. I don't know if it'll be open or able to be downloaded after Monday. It'll probably be taken down Monday evening or Tuesday morning or whatever. So the link below this video, if you're on the blog, if you're watching this on YouTube, go to the blog, and I've got the link below this video on the blog, and you can download it there. Make sure you do, even if you're not going to trade it right away. Just grab a copy, and you can refer back to this video anyways, maybe in the new year, whatever. So that's it, guys. Hope everybody has a great week trading. Talk to you soon.